It's been it's been a good 4 days since I've been live, but nothing changes except for the topic. I'm your host, Jaye the Black. Salute to everyone that's here, the moderators, the channel members. You can also join the channel by clicking that join button and supporting the platform. If you support the platform, join the channel. You can also join the Patreon. I actually uploaded a new video last night. So go and check it out. I'm talking about public slurrism. We got some public slurrism that's going on. So I'm going to get into that video series. And everybody that supports, that even donates when I'm not even live, which is really cool to see. We're going to talk about why women, the real reason why women are no longer trying to claim the feminism label. It ain't got nothing to do with trying to show how they don't agree with feminism as a whole. No, it has everything to do with the fact that a lot of women don't need feminism anymore. Like they really don't. And we're going to get into it. Let's see who's here early. Because, I like to see people here early. Oh, let me make sure ain't no buffering going on. It's not buffering, is it? It's not buffering, is it? Let me know if everything is good in the chat with y'all. There's no delayedness going on. Any delayedness going on? Can you tell me? So there's no buffering. It can't, and I will say this though, and I am serious. If my microphone is working, and I know when it's working, and people in the chat room are still saying it's not working, you're getting banned immediately, because I know that you're full of shit and you're just trying to be a chat room clown. And the only place a chat room clown goes is the fuck out of here. Okay? That's the only place you're going. Okay. So if we have chat room clowns, there's only one way. There's a one-way trip of you getting out of here. All right? Now let's see who's here. Taurus, Wanda, Harbor, Ariel, Rodriguez, Severe, Rada, Gerald, Sabat, Dwayne, Dion, and Dion Gittins. So we got two Dions. Snake Eyes, Steven, 803, True, Sarah, Zeke, John Mark, Samurai, Cornelius, Ryzen, Brand, J Press, Alpha Man. All right. And that's everybody. Before I get into what the topic is going to be about, I just want to speak on something real quick. I want to talk about these mentally unstable women who are trying to blame black men for the black females that are losing their life in the presence of Caucasian men who are probably not going to be charged with their deaths. Healthy women who just lose their life with these guys. You got mentally unstable women on YouTube. You got mentally unstable women on YouTube trying to blame black men for that. I have told y'all over and over and over that these women, especially women on this platform, have lost their minds. And they're so desperate for attention. They're so desperate to get some type of get back because a black man hurt them. Get over it. No one cares. Okay. The more that you try to attack melanated men, the crazier things that you say, the more we're just not going to care about your story. No one's going to care about your life. No one's going to care about who hurt you. You're going to look crazy to everybody. And you don't understand, it ain't just us as melanated men who are going to see or hear this stuff. Other races of people hear it too. And you wonder why they don't take you seriously. What's good, Ricky? You got these mentally unstable women getting on this platform, and others as well, and they just say anything, grasping at anything, and don't understand how mentally unstable it makes them sound. Those black women lost their life due to who they were with. Doesn't have anything to do with some theory that because they weren't with a black man does not mean that could have been prevented. You know, women do cheat. Okay. So those things could still happen. I said a lot of these women need therapy. And you know what's crazy? Some of these women are in relationships with black men. Go listen to them. All of them in a relationship with black men. But they say the craziest thing. Whoever is dating them, if you are a melanated man and you date a melanated woman who gets on social media and says the craziest things about melanated men, you are a sucker, you are a clown, and you are a complete and utter beta male. You're not a real man. You're so desperate to have somebody to sleep with every night that you will let her say just anything, thinking that she's just talking about them. Nah, bro, you're included too. You see, when I make content, I don't make content specifically going at melanated women. I go at the psychological damage that has been done and the ramifications of that psychological damage. And whether y'all like it or not, we have to talk about the damage that these women are doing because they're raising children. And yes, those children could have been prevented if they would have said no. So yes, we can take women and men and put them in the middle and say, okay, well, he should get blamed too because he impregnated her. But you're not talking about the fact that she could have said no. Women curve men every day. Women come across men every day they would never sleep with. They say no to those men. How come they can't say no to other men? How come it's so easy for a man to have unprotected relations with a lot of these chicks? Why is it so easy for some but not others? If you have the willpower to say no to most guys you come across, you could say no to those other guys too. But you don't because you're so desperate to be with them. You're willing to give them your body unprotected, not knowing what he's carrying. You know he's screwing other women, but you don't care. You think that by having a baby by him, that's going to keep him with you. And that never works. That never works. So, yes, we can blame men for the high single mother rate, but it's only a few. There's only a few amount of men that's impregnating a lot of these women. Why do you think you have one man with multiple baby mamas? And then you have women with maybe one or two baby daddies? Probably one. A lot of these women are choosing the same type of guys, man, who have a reputation of being a womanizer. They have a reputation of sleeping around and getting in trouble and not being financially responsible, but they're still able to get women to the point to where you have women moving those men into their homes. That's the sad part. You got women that have potential and they throw that potential away because they just cannot let go of this guy. They said, you know what? He needs rescuing, so I'm going to rescue him. I did the live stream. Now I showed y'all the video of the woman that was cutting up that dude's clothes that broke up with her because he didn't want to be with her. This dude is literally sitting in her house or apartment and saying, I don't want to be with you. And instead of her just kicking him out and saying, you know what, I can do better than this, she's going to cut up his clothes in front of his face to get a reaction out of him. Because you know why? Because she still wants him. That's your modern day woman. No matter what these dudes do, they're still going to want them. They can tell these women to their face, I don't want you. So instead of just kicking him out of your place immediately, tell him he got to go, you're cutting up his stuff. He leaves on his own. She want to sit up there and argue and destroy stuff. By the way, she bought him the clothes and the shoes. She bought him all that. He didn't pay a dime for that stuff. So you cutting up your own money. You could have kept the receipt and just took all that stuff back. But you so hurt because you got a high valued bum. You're going to lose. You rather sit up there and try to win back a high valued bum, because that's what some of these guys are to these women. I'm not saying they are, but these women treat these guys like they have so much value. You don't kick the guy out of your house. You just destroy his stuff thinking that that's going to piss him off. He's laughing at you. We all laugh at you. When you date these losers, we all laugh at you. Because you're the one who's going outside. He's going to go and move in with the next chick. Let me tell you women something. If you make it easy for a man to be lazy, he's not going to try, especially in that relationship. But there are going to be women that he's going to want to be with that he knows he's going to have to step his game up. He knows he's going to have to step his game up. So he's going to get a job. He's going to finally get him to get a license, because a lot of these guys ain't got no license. If he wants a certain type of woman, he's going to have to step his game up. Because you have allowed him to get away with so much. You have allowed him to not try hard. Now look at you. Now you so broken that you want to get on social media and you want to attack a whole race of men, your own, because you have allowed men to destroy your life. Men that you chose, men that you financially took care of, because you have such low self-esteem that the only type of man you want is a man who needs you financially. That's some low self-esteem shit for you. And that's why your dating life sucks. That's why you get into failed relationship after failed relationship, because you're a failure. You're a failure. And I just want to keep reminding these women how much of a failure they are until they understand that it's up to you to fix your life. It's up to you to choose better men. Stop choosing men that are going to continue to be a burden on you financially, emotionally, because that's all they do. That's all they do. You should be doing better, but they don't want better. They're okay with mediocrity. Why are you females okay with mediocrity? But that's what they are, you know. Shout out to everybody that's here. Let's talk about the woman that's on the thumbnail, not in the video. I couldn't put that picture up on the screen, but you know, I came across an article very randomly, right? And the woman, her name is Brittany Banks. That's the woman on the thumbnail. And she was on the reality show 90 Day Fiance. She launched herself an OnlyFans. Some of y'all may know her from 90 Day Fiance. But this particular female has launched her in OnlyFans. Let's see. If I can get to it. But yeah, she has joined in on the OnlyFans craze. Some of y'all may remember her from 90 Day Fiance. Maybe not. But I just, when I saw this, I said to myself, because this was actually going to be my topic before I came to this, upon this article. But this article I wanted to add this in here, right? Because nowadays, you got women that I believe that these women are rejecting feminism because feminism does not help them financially anymore. Feminism hurts them dating wise because a lot of women have figured out, men don't really, the men that they're attracted to, don't like feminists. So they're pretending to not be feminists in that sense. But also it's because they need men financially. A lot of these women need men to sign up to that OnlyFans, to hit that cash out, because they do have cash apps on their Instagrams now, to follow them on social media, like their pictures, give them the validation they've always sought out. And this is where we are. We are at a point to where these women are rejecting any type of womanism and feminism. Then they're looking at, they'll publicly say, I am a feminist, and they'll look both ways and be like, I'm actually not a feminist. I need these men to sign up to this OnlyFans. Now, again, I'm indifferent to OnlyFans itself as a platform. I think it can have usages other than just women just doing whatever. But I just think that for so many women to talk about empowerment, right? They want to empower themselves, but they quick to go to these platforms where, once again, men are going to have to take their misogyny to the platform and put money on those posts. Because you can also put up premium posts, I've heard, on OnlyFans, where they can charge you more for on OnlyFans for certain posts. Who do you think are buying that? Who do you think are signing up for that? How, you know what I'm saying? It's like, and also you have these womanists, right? These feminist womanists. They talk about how they're tired of men, overly sexualizing them for their bodies, right? They're tired of men only seeing them as an object of physical likeness, so to speak. But you use your body to get paid. You use your body to build up your platforms. So this is why they're dropping feminism, man. 'Cause I think mentally they still are, but I think that in order for them to get paid and in order for them to build their platforms, they have to put that feminism to the side. Because I have done my wandering on Instagram. I've come across different pages randomly where you have women who talk about, especially like the black Instagram models, they talk about how much they love and appreciate black men, which is fine, right? This is fine. But you got those that will embrace the feminism. They'll embrace the women empowerment and, strong, independent women that don't need a man until they got to promote their OnlyFans. Now they need that. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't just that, because I've seen that on YouTube for years. Women do the same. I mean, look at some of the thumbnails on YouTube. So it's everywhere. A lot of you women just need to admit it. You need us. You want to go back to the kitchen. I think I even saw a tweet, right? I think somebody shared it to me. I tried to find, I couldn't find it. There was this woman, right? She tweeted, I'm not fighting in the war. I'm paraphrasing. I'm not fighting in the war. I will gladly go back to the kitchen. That's what she said. She said she would gladly go back to the kitchen. You know what I'm saying? So you need to stop all that female empowerment BS and just admit that you want our toxic masculinity. You need us to protect you. You need our money. You want to be taken care of. Just drop the act. Just drop the act. You need us. You need our money. You need the attention that we give you. Just admit it. Stop trying to front for heifers who be doing the same thing you do. They all need our attention. They all want us to protect them. Because if the going gets tough, you're going to be looking for somebody to help you because you ain't helping yourself. Don't let these TV shows and movies make you believe that you can go out there and build a society on your own. No, you can't. You cannot run anything. You can't even run yourself. Okay? You need other people helping you every step of the way. You need to learn how to be a woman. Instead of getting 5 or 6 surgeries to restructure your face and body, why don't you work on being more domesticated? Why don't you work on your cooking skills? Why don't you work on being more of a wife? Communication skills. Learn some things. Be the woman that your mother never was. If you didn't come from a good home. If you came from a good home, then you need to study what made your mother and your father's marriage successful. Don't let these females talk you out of finding great things in your life. Let's get into this article. This is from Screen Rant. It says the former 90 Day Fiancé, The Other Way star Brittany launched her OnlyFans at $19.99 a month. Within 48 hours, she became one of the top creators. After appearing on 90 Day Fiancé The Other Way Season 2, Brittany Banks is shining bright on the content creating website OnlyFans. It's just been 48 hours since she has launched her account, and she's already one of the top creators. Brittany isn't shying away from flaunting her performance on Instagram. Many TLC viewers would know that Brittany likes to live a bold and free spirit life. She has got a voluptuous body, and she loves flaunting that on social media. Even before appearing on reality TV, she was sharing several raunchy pictures of herself on Instagram and was one of the biggest reasons her relationship with her boyfriend, Yazan, didn't work out. That was some Middle Eastern Arab that she was dating on the show, I believe. Let's see. Since the 24-year-old Jordan native, Yazan, belongs to a conservative Muslim family, he wanted her to give up her broad-minded American lifestyle and conform to Islamic values. Yeah, good luck with that, buddy. She is not about to conform to none of your Islamic values because these are Western women, bruh. You see, these Western women are not about to give up being able to do what they're doing now in order to fit into your family. What's her name? Janet Jackson. Janet Jackson married the billionaire Arab, right? She was with him for 5 years. As soon as she got that baby, she got out of that marriage and out of that country. I believe she was out living in Saudi Arabia. She was living somewhere in the Middle East. I could be wrong. But there was no way. There is no way that she was going to conform, bro. That was a lost cause. These Western women, as much as these feminists talk about how much they love Islam and how much they hate Christianity, if these Western feminist women actually went to an Islamic country, they would stop all that. Okay? Because these Islamic principles goes against everything that they are. And they would have to cover up, which a lot of these heifers are not going to do. They are not going to cover up for anybody. In fact, Yazan's parents wanted her to quit social media altogether and live a submissive life if she really wanted to be their son's wife. That's that word submission. You know what I'm saying? They hate that word submission. They hate that word submission, man. You talk about submission, they're like, what? What? That's like a trigger word. The word submission is a trigger word. You know why? Because these women are so masculine. In their minds, they're men. Being a strong-headed woman, Britney didn't give up her freedom and eventually got out of that relationship, but she is definitely planning to cash in on her newfound fame. On Christmas, she surprised her Instagram followers and launched her OnlyFans. She posted a super hot bikini picture and encouraged her followers to join her OnlyFans, which is available at $19.99 per month. It looks like some of her fans are eagerly awaiting for the Florida native to drop her revealing pictures because she's now in the top 7.2% of all creators. Britney is showing off her new accomplishments on Instagram and thanked her loyal fans. She shared a swipe up link to her account and wrote, "It hasn't even really been 2 days yet. Hope you love the content. Check out the snapshot on her, I guess, IG story." And this is that's that there. As you can see here. All right. Many 90 Day Fiancé fans were expecting that Britney would come up with her OnlyFans sooner or later. Some still think that she came on the show only to promote her rapping career. They all want to be rappers. Oh, man. And eventually raked in extra cash through OnlyFans. Many other former 90 Day Fiancé stars have jumped on the OnlyFans bandwagon lately. The most surprising entrance was Elizabeth Castrovat. I think that's how you say her name. I'm terrible with names. And her chest-thumping husband, Andre. Well, Larissa Lima might have to step up her game because she has got tough competition. Britney's ex Yazan is also trying to encash his own fame by promoting other businesses and individuals on his Instagram page. He also is available on Cameo. Let's see if 90 Day Fiancé, the other way viewers would nudge him to launch an OnlyFans. Oh, goodness, man. That's how I think OnlyFans might be like one of the big three as far as platforms. You got YouTube, you got like Instagram itself, and then you got OnlyFans. Because everybody's pretty much going there. Now, let me say this. This is the way the world is now, man. But what's interesting is that we are in a day and age where women are only changing their belief system if they think there's something to gain. And they are not looking to conform for nobody. And y'all want to know why a lot of these women will never get married? It is because a man who chooses to marry a woman has a set of principles. He has the type of lifestyle that he wants. And that woman is going to have to conform. He's not going to let you walk all over him. And a lot of women are like, thanks, but no thanks. So honestly, I think that a lot of women are going to be single for the foreseeable future. They're not. It's going to be a struggle. Look at Delicious and her husband. You were with this guy for 2 years. You got married to him like 2 months after meeting each other, and now you're divorcing him, talking about all the pain he's put you through for only 2 years. Why would you marry a guy, one, that spent all those years in prison, and two, he gets a settlement, and then next thing you know, y'all marry after 2 months, and now 2 years later, you talking about how I'm going through all this. I'm going to tell you my story. And it's like, well, why would you choose to get married? Does that make any sense? Don't get married to men you don't have anything in common with, because it's going to backfire. It's definitely going to backfire. And that's why a lot of men are not taking any type of relationship with a lot of you seriously. And it's getting to the point to where a lot of men just are speaking out against marriage. Now, I will say this, though. I'm not the biggest fan of marriage, but if any man were to get married, I'm not going to sit here and like trash him. That's his choice. That's his choice.
Jay, keep preaching that truth, bro. The Patreon channel is on fire, bro.
Thank you.
The content on all your channels is most needed to keep us from falling for the foolishness.
Thank you, Harbor. Appreciate that, man. Shout out to Harbor. Oh, I always make sure I put nothing but the best up. Special Patreon. Shout out to everybody that's there. Sign up if you haven't. But a lot of these, when it comes to marriage, like, it's to me, a lot of men are just like, they're not taking that leap. But if they are really taking their time to figure out the woman that they're with. I think men should just not get married at all. I think it's a waste of time and energy and money. I just think it's useless, because at any point that woman can say, you know what, I don't want this. You're not letting me walk all over you and do whatever. It's not how it's gonna be, you gotta stand your ground if you're a man, and if you do, that marriage is probably not gonna last long with these Western women. Marrying these Western women is a gamble, and it's a gamble that a lot of these guys are losing. They're losing that, and the thing is that with a lot of these women of today, they have basically sold their soul for attention and fame. That's why they go into these countries getting these multiple surgeries. I've highlighted that in videos. They prefer that. Now I'm going to play another video. No, not another video. I'm going to play a video about this woman talking about feminism. Shout out to Chuzzy. Hold on. Currently in school right now. When I tell you these women are not looking for a relationship, marriage, they always look confused as to why. Always look confused. Well, you know what, Chuzzy? When you tell them that you don't want a relationship or marriage, they're used to men saying the opposite.
Currently in school right now. When I tell these women I'm not looking for a relationship, marriage, they always look so confused as to why.
Appreciate it. Because I'm telling you, they're used to men lying to them and saying, hey, I want a relationship, I want marriage. They're used to dudes lying to them, telling them that. When you tell them the opposite, of course, because they're so used to men telling them, the other way around, And if they are attracted to you, they're definitely not going to know why you're saying that. Okay, let's get into this video here from WorldStar.
68% of women initiate divorce. This is just an opinion as to why I think it's happening. What men want has not changed. Men want a nurturing partner to produce offspring and a peaceful home. I could be wrong. I don't know. I'm not a man. On the flip side, what women want and what is expected of them has changed. I fell into this trap that I can do anything that my husband can do but better. I can have a career like a man but act like a woman and then take care of everything in the house. Because according to Instagram, it's possible. According to feminism, if I'm not doing it, then I'm cutting myself short. And according to other women, if I don't have a job, I don't have value. According to magazines, if I don't look good while doing it, then I'm a lazy slob. When I was trying to do all the things, I kept thinking to myself, man, I need a wife. So I ended my toxic relationship with feminism. 68.
Well, I would say this. Women are slowly starting to get, because I've noticed this, being a content creator on YouTube, I've noticed how women, even back then, I would say around 2015-ish, 2016, there will be one or two women that come around, right? This was when I was a part of the general manosphere. I'm talking about men from all over, Canada, UK, Australia. Whenever there would be women that would just come around, and they will try to they'll try to say, hey, I'm against feminism and I'm siding with you, men. And I get why you believe this about women. You know why? It's because they would make videos about MGTOW and they would get educated very quickly. They would get smartened up, right? And then they would do a 180. They'd be like, well, damn. And then they would do a 180. But they would only do that because they saw an avenue to get men to like them, to get men on their side. Now, that still kind of goes on one area, not on the other. I think there are some guys that are very welcoming to a woman siding with them. I am very principled. I don't believe in, believing everything these women say, because a lot of these women have motives, and I've seen it. I've seen those motives. I've seen, because I'm only giving y'all this portion of it. I've seen how women will try to co-opt certain things to make it seem like they side with you when really they're only benefiting themselves. Or it could be because they're in a relationship or marriage and, they truly believe those things. But you have those that don't. Now, with females like this, you can tell they're fed up with the fact that men, for the most part, are not dumb anymore. They understand what's going on in society and they understand women more. So they are separating themselves from certain type of women, and women are noticing that. And they feel like it's hurting them. They feel like all of these men, these red-pilled men, are putting them all in the same category. And they're trying to distinguish themselves to say, hey, I'm not those other women. Don't put me in that category. I'm already struggling when it comes to dating. Men already look at me with the side eye. Because, you got women that will have nothing but male friends. They have no female friends. And they have to listen to men just dump on women every day. And it makes them feel like men, they don't want to be put in that category. So they try to say, hey, I'm not like those women that y'all talk about that just does y'all dirty and that just tries to make your life a living hell. I'm not like those women. Don't put me in that category. So you're starting to, I've been noticing this for years, but I've seen it much more now where women are trying to smarten up other women, because you had a lot of men, especially a lot of men who were men going your own way. When they would see these women come around and make these videos, they would have to smarten those women up. Some women had tough skin, some didn't. And now women are starting to smarten up other women because they're saying, hey, these men are putting all of us in the same category. I'm speaking out. I don't want to be put in that category. I don't want men to not marry me. That's what they're saying.
Well, now they know how men felt when we were all put in the all men ain't spit category for decades.
Oh, yeah, Zeke. They do know. They know now. Let's play this video again.
Percent of women initiate divorce. This is just an opinion as to why I think it's happening. What men want has not changed. Men want a nurturing partner to produce offspring and a peaceful home. I could be wrong. I don't know. I'm not a man. On the flip side, what women want and what is expected of them has changed. I fell into this trap that I can do anything that my husband can do but better. I can have a career like a man but act like a woman and then take care of everything in the house. Because according to Instagram, it's possible. According to feminism, if I'm not doing it, then I'm cutting myself short. And according to other women, if I don't have a job, I don't have value. According to magazines, if I don't look good while doing it, then I'm a lazy slob. When I was trying to do all the things, I kept thinking to myself, man, I need a wife. So I ended my toxic relationship with feminism.
Shout out to everybody that's here. Make sure y'all like the stream. I think that a lot of women got to understand that it ain't just about you. It ain't just about you. When I made that video about the Ukrainian woman model that put up that post and people thought she had joined the Ukrainian military and she was used as propaganda, that is why I speak about, women the way that I do, is because women, they are used as propaganda tools to usurp male authority, like with the Me Too movement. Y'all remember the cat calling? Y'all remember that BS? To usurp men as far as their child, as far as child support, custody. Women, they use women in order to try to put men in their place, to try to show that women are just as tough as men. Women are tools of society to be used to attack men with. Men who understand what's going on. See, I like to speak on the psychology of where we are. We are in a very bad place because a lot of women have allowed society to use them as weapons. They've weaponized a lot of women, and women allow themselves to be weaponized. Just like the Ukrainian model. She had to come out and immediately say, I haven't joined the army. I'm a civilian. Because that's what they do with women. They use them as propaganda tools. It's just like with Joe Biden, with the black female who's married to a white man, whose family has ties to Paul Ryan, who was formerly of the Republican Party. I don't know what he's doing now. Oh yeah, he's a chairperson at Fox News now. Black women especially are used in propaganda. Yay, we got a black woman on Supreme Court, but she's married to a guy whose family who has ties to rhinos in the Republican Party. Yay. So you're just adding an establishment sister into the Supreme Court, who, by the way, got no mention in the State of Union address, but So that is why I speak on the things that women do in our society. I speak on the fact that these Western women are being used as tools of society to check men and put men in their place, to compete with men, to control the raising of the children. You got these celebrity women trying to dress their sons and like daughters. You won't even see male celebrities doing that to their children. It's these weirdo, male-hating, feminist heifers who are celebrities who some of these people get mad at when I make videos about them. These women are weird, like Charlize Theron. A weirdo white heifer from South Africa who doesn't have her accent. Videos need to be made about her. We need to address the dysfunctional people in our society. We do. We have to talk about these things. And this is why Western women, a lot of y'all ain't getting married no more. Now, we can talk about the IG models as winning, the BBL having females. You know what's crazy? Is that you got women getting all these surgeries. You got women that get all these surgeries just to what? To pimp themselves out? Yeah, Charlize Theron's from South Africa. They do that for male attention. That, when regular women, that's the crazy thing. You got regular heifers who ain't even Instagram models going to get BBLs just so they can get smashed and dumped by some resident ex-dope dealer that's working a regular job now, or some married man that still won't leave his wife. They're doing that just to be used, just to get slored out. You're going to get, imagine being one of these females that went to Dominican Republic or Colombia to get a BBL just so you can have a chance to take that married man from his wife or to get your baby daddy back. You're only doing that to get slurred out. You ain't get nothing for that BBL. You got a bigger ass. So what? You're still going to be single. I see a lot of big butt chicks that are single and they've been single. Ain't nobody want them like that. Except for if they want to sleep with them. You're getting slurred out. It ain't going to stop. Okay? Once a man can get some without giving you no relationship, he ain't never going to give you no relationship. No matter if you got a bigger butt or not. Now back to these OnlyFans models. And I talked about that in my Patreon video about public slutism. Y'all should go check it out. I'm going to do a part 2. You got women who do the public slutism, right? Showing off their their healed up BBL'd assets. You got women that are going to use that to get flown to Dubai or West Africa or, dealing with some local rapper. You're basically doing all that to get slurred out. Just imagine your whole life. You in the prime of your life. You're 25 years old and you're getting 5-6 surgeries in one day just to look good so you can get slurred out. By the time you in your 40s, you're going to look terrible. You done had all these surgeries. Your body starts to give in from all the stress, from all the surgeries and all the rehab. You're going to have even more single women. I think the rate of singledom with women is only going to increase because they've gotten materialistic. They don't know what a good man is. They all chasing the same type of men. They're addicted to married men. And they just don't understand that you're basically going to be, excuse my language, a cum dump pretty much for most of your adult life. That's what you're going to be. You're going to be like these women who done got older talking about how men don't want to date them. They done got in their 40s now. And a lot of the men their age don't want them. Why would a man want a destroyed woman? You're a destroyed woman. Why would I want you? You're not wife material. God knows how many men you've been with and women. We just don't know. So why would I care? Oh, I don't. And that's the state of a lot of you Western women.
They're too short-sighted to see it. They only care about how they feel in the immediate moment.
Right, Zeke. Appreciate it. You see, women are very emotional. Women are very emotional. Women, you can change the mood of a woman relatively quickly. They do, Lala. They do look down upon regular women. That's why I tell you regular women something. There's a lot more regular women with wedding rings than a lot of you BBL having surgery getting heifers. A lot of y'all ain't married to nobody. You still trying to chase around your ain't shit baby daddy that doesn't want you. There's a lot of regular women with their regular bodies that are married. They have families. Men want regular looking women. Men want women with skills, not a woman that has to heal every 5 or 6 months from surgery. We can't even have relations probably for a period of time because you got to heal from your latest surgery. Most of these men are wifing up regular women who remind them of the girls they dated in high school. I know I do. I like women who look normal. They look like the girls that I would have dated when I was in high school or in college or from the neighborhood. You know, you always got the cute chick in the neighborhood that you knew, that you always thought was cute, beautiful, right? That's the chick I'm going to marry. But you and all those surgical cuts around your body, them surgical scars, man, and you got to get tattoos just to cover them up. You got this overinflated attitude. No. We rather not. You rather not, man. A lot of these chicks are playing themselves. You know, look at the women that if a lot of these women, if their goal is to get married, look at the women that are getting married. They're not going to the extremes that you're going to. You're going to deep extremes in order to what? To get the attention of a few guys? Because it's always an audience of one. Make no mistake. When these women do the things that they do, they're doing it for an audience of one. There's always one dysfunctional male that they're doing all this to get the attention of. One dysfunctional male. One. Who, by the way, is still not going to care. He's still not going to care. You still got the same no cooking skills. You still don't know how to keep a house up. You love the internet. You love attention. Nah, we're good. We're good. You can go and try to get somebody else to wife you up, but we ain't about to do it. We are not about to do that. We're not about to go through this. A lot of these women play themselves, man, and they have no idea. They have no idea how much they destroy themselves for what reason. But is it because, you know, you have such a low self-esteem that you think that if you look like this, then maybe you are going to feel good about yourself. But what happens when the surgery that you have still doesn't get you the results that you want? The dating market is very oversaturated. The Instagram model market is very oversaturated. The OnlyFans is very oversaturated. So you're not going to win. You're not going to get a win in this. You need to gain some self-esteem. But they have it. And that's why they will never get married. They will never have the family that they want. And this is the life that they've chosen. This is the life they've chosen. And all they can do is blame other people. That's what I see on YouTube all the time, man. I see a lot of women blaming everybody else for why they can't get their life together. They want to blame men. You got these melanated heifers on YouTube especially trying to blame men for everything. Why don't you get some therapy? Why don't you go and get some healing before you get your before you get your miserable ass on social media? Why don't you go get some healing? Go get some healing. Go figure out why you feel the way that you feel and get off social media saying the weirdest, craziest, most disgusting things for shock value. You people are weird. And you wonder why men don't take you seriously? You wonder why they cheat on you the first chance they get? Because you're weird. You have no value because you don't value yourself. A lot of you chicks are crazy. A lot of the males that follow you and they act like they support you, they're weird too. A lot of you, listen, man. I've seen some of you males, man. Y'all follow these women. Y'all think that, well, she ain't talking about me here. She ain't talking about me. You are dumb. You are a dummy. You are a weak, pathetic fool. And the first chance she gets to show you how she feels about you, she's gonna do it, you idiot. You dudes are weird, just like these heifers are, who run their mouth and don't know what they're talking about. So you want to attack other males. You dudes are weak and you're cowards. I'm gonna give a beta male reality check, even though I don't like to use the whole beta alpha thing. But I have to call you guys that because I have to check some of you guys. Every live stream, I'm going to do a checking of you males, especially you males on this platform. You want to talk about other men. You want to attack other men because you're weak. I got to put you in your place and I got to tell you about yourself. These women are never going to respect you. A lot of you guys, you know, you date women who are 3s, 4s, and 5s, but you get on here and you act like you're dating 8, 9s, and 10s. I've seen the comments from some of you guys, man. Y'all get on here acting like, because I put up pictures of women with my videos, right? And I got some of these guys acting like, you know, these women are not that attractive, you know, like they're average or they're not that attractive. And it's like you couldn't pull that woman if she gave you every opportunity in the world. You still couldn't pull her. You dating 3s, 4s, and 5s, but you want to tell me what's attractive and what isn't. But you haven't pulled any attractive women, brother. The most attractive woman that you ever been with, you married her, okay? And she was not that great, okay? So I want to give you males that word of talking to. Cause a lot of you dudes need it. I see y'all talk tough, you talk big, you talk like you're doing this, you're getting all these women. No, you're getting a lot of extra average, not even extra average, but very under average women. And you think that you can tell other men how to be men and you can talk and say these things. You can defend the behavior of these heifers, but y'all just look crazy. And I want to check y'all every chance I get. And I take the opportunity at the end of these live streams to really say that to you. You guys are not players like you think you are. You just a bunch of idiots. You a bunch of clowns. Nobody respects you. I see the way you I see the way some of you dudes interact with women. Y'all don't get women like that, man. Like, you got women that start making content using male talking points. And here you males go. All you do is they get all these women. Y'all all in their face. Almost looking for an autograph. Always looking for, can I get a picture? I'm a big fan. I see the way some of y'all are, man. Y'all got all these comments to say about these things. Then y'all really get around these women. Y'all not pulling them. I want to see some of you dudes try to pull one of these women. So y'all can pull all these women. Pull a woman on YouTube. You can't do it. You know, I have. Now let me stop. I'm joking. Maybe. But yeah, I gotta talk to some of these males, man. I be seeing these males talking real big, man. Then they want to talk shit to other men. Like, sit down, bro. Sit down, man. Y'all look like fans out here, man. Then you want to talk about other dudes. It's crazy. Shout out to everybody that's here. Appreciate y'all being here. Make sure y'all like the stream. This is a good live stream, man. How long we been live? About an hour. So, yeah, I think that's good enough. Shout out to the people that donated. Shout out to the people that are sharing the content, the people that are supporting it. I'm going to be bringing back the podcast starting next weekend. I just got to figure out how I'm going to do it. I'm probably going to post it or post clips of it, but it may be an off YouTube podcast. I don't know yet. But you'll see it when you'll know when I put it up. And I might have some co-hosts here and there. There's some people I want to genuinely talk to and, have conversations with. Because I don't interview. I have conversations. I'm not an interviewer. I appreciate y'all being here, man. Shout out to y'all, man. Appreciate y'all, man. Like the stream and share it. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Join the channel, okay? If you support what I do here, and you want to be part of the chat elite here, join the channel. Yeah, I think that's it, man. I just want to go and share my words of things that I want to say. But I think that's it. Salute to everybody that's here. Shout out to y'all. I'll see y'all on the next show. Good night.